Hello, adventurers. Today is going to be a little bit of a quick video. I figured while I'm figuring out some of the new stuff that VRChat has and working out how to do VRChat videos still, they have a new camera system. Or they have like a camera dolly thing in VRChat now. So I thought it'd be cool to check out the tutorial, kind of see what it is and how it works, and kind of see what your guys' thoughts are on it. And we have React, say hi, React bot.
Seems like more of a Chandler.
React bot. Where the heck are? Oh, there you are. Okay, let me drag that over here. Minimize those. Alrighty. You ready to watch how this new camera dolly system works, React bot?
I don't like that.
What do you mean you don't like that? It's an awesome tool. It'll help with making films and stuff. This is on the official VRChat channel. Link down below if you want to watch the original. Without further ado, let's get started.
This is the Camera Dolly. It's a useful tool that lets you create camera animations using the VRChat camera. It's perfect for filmmakers, cinematographers, streamers, avatar or world showcases,
That is awesome.
and other creative projects. Greetings, my name is Razzie McSnazzy. The Camera Dolly is loaded with features and I'll guide you
That's
through
an
them in
awesome
this
name.
tutorial.
Camera paths.
First
Alrighty.
things first, to access the Camera Dolly, open up the VRChat camera and scroll to Dolly.
Yeah, I saw
There are a lot
that.
of things here, but don't worry, we'll go through them all. We will start by creating a path, which is essentially a set of points for the camera to follow. To create a path, you will need at least 2 points.
Yeah, that's kind of basic. I already know that based on like from Flashback and Minimator. It's kind of like a standard camera thingy.
Begin by setting up your camera to where you want your first point to start. When you add a point, it will use the values the camera is currently set to, such as its placement, zoom, focus, duration, and more. Click Add to place your first point, then move the camera, adjust values if needed, and click Add again. Also, while using the Camera Dolly, we've increased the fly distance much further than the regular camera, so you can position without restrictions. Once you have more than 1 point, the play button will become available. Click it to play the animation you just created. You can stop the animation while
Oh, I bet we could do that one specific zoom. What's it called? It's like where like the character is in the middle of the frame, but like the background like gets zoomed out a bit. I bet we could do that now. What do you think, React bot? How you like this so far? You think this is awesome?
This reminds me of Mr. Beast.
Oh, I mean, Mr. Beast has a very interesting way of editing. I guess you're actually somewhat in topic. Somewhat. You'll get there, React bot. Anyway.
it's playing by clicking the stop button. If you want to replace a point, click Clear Last. And if you want to restart from scratch, click Clear All. In the Anchor menu, if the camera is anchored to the world, animations will remain fixed as the player moves. To have the paths follow your avatar, select Default or Local. In the world, you can see where you place the points with the 3D camera and a menu on top. The camera values can be adjusted at each point. You can remove the point and edit its animation values. Position allows you to adjust its playing order position, while Path lets you choose which path it's on. More on that in a moment.
Wait.
You can also grab the camera and adjust it
There are multiple
manually.
paths you can
While
do?
picked up in VR, the viewfinder shows a preview of the held point. Clicking Use on a picked up point freezes it in place and allows you to fine-tune rotation. Also, double-clicking Use on a picked up point deletes it. Finally, Copy to Camera applies the points values back to the camera. Now let's get into all of the settings on the left of
My goodness. Path, motion control, easing, path type, looping. Looping? Capture and
the
stream.
camera. You can create multiple paths that are animated in sequence, allowing you to create more complex animations. For example, if you wanted one path to capture an establishing shot and then have it jump to a close-up of your avatar, you can do so with 2 separate paths.
Oh, that's awesome! Nice! cinematography in VRChat is about to get a whole lot awesomer.
paths. When you move a
And
point,
this is all natively in VRChat, I think. Although I think it might be a VRChat Plus exclusive. I'm not entirely sure.
to the next path, it is added in the front and becomes the new first point. If you move it to the previous path instead, it is added to the back and becomes the new last point.
Motion
By
control.
default, the camera dolly uses time-based motion. A duration slider determines the duration value of newly added points. A point's duration controls how long it takes the camera to move from this point to the next in units of seconds. Note the slider only determines the duration value of a point when you create it. To edit an existing point's duration, you have to walk up to it and edit its duration value in the point UI. When using time-based
Okay.
motion, you may also choose an easing type. We'll go into more detail on that in a second. Motion control also has a speed option. When selected, the animation uses fly speed instead of duration. This allows you to adjust the speed manually at each point for custom ease curves.
Oh, nice.
Easing controls how the animation transitions from the start to the end of a path. It allows you to make more aesthetically pleasing camera movements. There are 12 different options, each with their own unique
Oh my
ease
goodness.
curves. In easing, for example, begins slowly and gradually accelerates. They can be a bit tricky to explain, but if you're interested in learning more, we'll link a helpful website in the
Oh yeah, I've seen somewhat of this from working in some of the animation stuff. Yeah, that's
description.
cool. Path type.
Fitted paths are the default and use B-spline interpolation. This essentially plays the animation smoothly, but it may not pass through exactly where you placed your points. Loose paths use Catmull-Rum interpolation, which will have the animation pass through the points you've added, but may feel slightly less smooth than fitted paths. And linear paths are not smooth, but will move to your exact point placement. Use this one when you're making straight or simple paths. Fitted and loose paths need at least 4 points. Any less will default to the linear path. Once you add at least 4 points, the beginning and end will become anchors, which are not part of the animation, but are instead used to give shape to the beginning and end of each path.
Oh, looping.
Looping allows you to configure how the animation will loop. When using looping, the animation will loop indefinitely until you click stop or leave the world. Repeat looping restarts the path from the start once the camera reaches the end. Reverse
Okay.
changes direction whenever the camera reaches the start or end of the path. And revolve connects the end of a path back to the start so it loops smoothly.
Nice.
Currently in beta and may change, Capture offers different options to record the dolly animation. Photo automatically takes photos during the animation. The rate is adjustable with the photos per second slider. Just watch your storage with this one. Video records the animation and saves it as an MP4 video.
What? You could record videos in VRChat?
The resolution is currently based on your photo resolution up to 4K. There's also an option to select either your local microphone or world, including other players, as the video's audio source. And emoji
Oh.
records the camera dolly movement and turns it into an animated emoji.
Oh, that's cool.
Streaming is only available on Windows and works via Spout 2. By default, single paths are animated in sequence, back to back. By setting streaming to multi, you can play paths simultaneously. Multi-streaming has a maximum of 4 paths. Any additional paths are ignored.
How does that work? OSC
The camera dolly
support?
supports 4 OSC endpoints for playing an animation after a start timer, exporting the current animation, and importing an animation.
I'm not entirely sure how OSC. God damn it, I cannot say letters. Rackbot, how are you liking all this so far? This is really cool.
This feels like liberal propaganda.
No, it's can't. It what? Rackbot, what are you on about?
Keep a lookout for community-made OSC tools. Lastly, in the advanced settings is
definitely.
export and import. When you click export, it writes all of the points you've created to a JSON file.
Oh,
You can
you
use
could
that
save
to
them.
save a path and import it later by clicking import and pasting in the file path to that JSON. Both export and
That'd be
import
handy.
are also available via OSC, so tool makers can build integrations like path libraries, Dolly companion apps, etc. And that's all
That's
for this
awesome.
tutorial. If you'd like to dive deeper, check out the written documentation linked in the description. I've also made a tutorial world where you can learn at your own pace directly in VRChat. We're excited to see what you create with this feature. Thanks for watching.
That is awesome. I cannot wait to get my hands on this and play around with it. That is awesome. Let's see here. Oh, here's the world and the documentation, I think. And we just can give that a like. Awesome sauce. I'm gonna mark this real quick as soon as this. Oh wait. Okay, it's gonna log in. Okay, I'll look at that later. Dolly or camera Dolly. Okay, so this is like more in depth on everything. That is awesome. Really cool for filmmaking and stuff. It's really gonna help for the VRChat show and stuff. Well, now that I know this sort of thing exists now, I'll be able to better write out scenes now. Okay. Well, I just thought that would be a nice little video, kind of see what this is about. Kind of give you guys some view on some of the, yeah, it is a VR Chat Plus exclusive system. I hope that it gets out of exclusive at some point. I know there was like a couple exclusive stuff, but then later on it became to where it was accessible. So I hope the camera Dolly becomes like that too, where it becomes accessible to everyone. I think I have VRChat Plus exclusive to like May or something, so I'll definitely have to play around with it before I lose access to it. But yeah, ReactBot, what do you think about that whole thing? Do you think that's pretty cool? We'll level up everyone's camera system stuff for VRChat films and things.
Look at all these confident Leos.
Okay then. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video. Leave your comments down below saying what you guys think about this, and definitely also I'm excited to see what sort of like OCS or OSC stuff gets created. But with that, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.
What?